have such sights to show you.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Four Dead Losers podcast. We are three of the Four Dead Losers. I'm Ramiro.
Jordan.
And Amanda.
And today we're going to be talking about VHS Halloween. Ooh, spooky. Is this the first anthology we're doing?
On the channel, I think so, actually.
Yeah, I think it is.
We didn't do ABCs of Death.
Oh, that'll take forever.
Right? Go down
Each letter needs at least 20 minutes. And there's 26 letters.
Oh, gosh.
Amanda, this was kind of sort of your pick, not spoiler thoughts. What'd you think of the movie?
It was, some parts were really good, other parts I was very, falling asleep on. So, and because it's an anthology, I feel like my overall rating is gonna be kind of skewed. But as a whole singular movie, one piece, I'd probably give it a 6 out of 10 maybe. Because again, some parts are really good, other parts I was like, I could do without that. So.
Yeah. Okay. Jordan?
Going into it, I didn't know it was an anthology. Once I figured that out, I kind of wanted to hate it just because I don't like the concept of an anthology, but it is what it is. Overall, I thought it was pretty enjoyable. Most of it, I found pretty good. There's some parts that I think are near perfect. Mm-hmm. And then there was one specific, I would call it movie, short film, in the anthology that I was not a fan of at all, but we'll get to that. Overall, I think probably a 7 out of 10. I think it's still worth watching, but if it was up to me, there's one I would just kick out completely.
I think I know which one.
I think I do too. Non-spoiler thoughts for myself. I want to start off by saying I'm not the biggest fan of anthologies. I would prefer to have either one short movie and then just kind of be done with it, or have all of these spread out. With that being said, I feel like this VHS, 2 of the segments specifically, and we'll get into which ones they are, were actually really good. I really enjoyed them. And the rest of them were kind of mediocre. There was one that I did not enjoy at all. There's 6 segments. I don't think we've said that. That includes the through line that happens in between each of the major ones. But yeah, so for myself, I'd probably give this movie a 5.5 out of 10 as an overall piece.
Yeah.
So with that being said, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all the algorithm stuff. We're going to go ahead and get into the spoiler section of the video in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Everyone dies. Everybody.
I mean, it's a VHS movie, so yeah, they all die.
Are all the other VHS movies also anthologies?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
okay.
We had never seen any of them, which is why
I think I have. I think it's just been so
maybe
long.
one of the early ones. I don't know.
Have you probably seen the first 2, but after that, probably not.
Oh, there's more than just 2.
This is like the 8th one.
Oh,
I don't know. Adam said they fell off after the first few. So.
Yeah, after the first 2, they kind of. And I agree with him. They kind of just take a dip.
Yeah.
With that being said, right, there's certain segments in them that you can point to and be like, oh, that wasn't. Yeah, exactly.
They're just packaged with a bunch of shit.
Yeah. I did like the idea that Halloween was an overall theme. Obviously, having VHS Halloween, right? So let me see a VHS Christmas.
That's my fear going in. Is with an anthology, they're not connected, which kind of gives it kind of bothers me. But I feel like they all had a similar vibe.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So we'll go ahead and start with the through line. This isn't really, it's not connected to any of the other ones. So in the past, in the first 2 VHS, I think in the first 3 or 4 actually, it's people finding the different videotapes and they play them, and that's what we're seeing.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. So at some point, I don't know when it was, but they just kind of ditched that whole idea because there's only so many ways you can make that happen, right?
Yeah.
I know they did one where somebody was breaking into someone's house. They did one where it was a police raid. You could only do so much.
Right.
I think they did one with an ice cream truck that was broadcasting the videos or something.
They should make one where somebody's thrifting and they buy a movie that they think is that movie, and then when they watch it, it's oh, this shit.
That's a good idea.
There you go. We'll just make it. Get out of here.
So the through line in this one, the one that plays in between each of the segments, is called Diet Phantasma. It's basically I think it's set in the 80s, and it's like product developers that are developing a new formula for a soda.
Soda. Quotations.
So essentially what happens here is they have a formula, they have some subject come and try that. That's what they refer to the people as, subjects.
Yeah.
Like I said, like a trial, essentially.
Yeah, and they drink the soda, and of course, because it's a VHS movie, they die in horrific ways.
Yeah.
I did really enjoy this entire, like...
Really?
What are you calling it?
A through line?
A through line, yeah. The one that consistently showed up. I did enjoy this one. I do think that I wish that... I mean, I get why there wasn't a lot of context. It was kind of like, what is going on here?
Mm-hmm.
But I thought that they were funny. So it was almost like comedic to me, like what was happening, the ways that they were dying.
Very over the top.
And because of that, I enjoyed it. Because it was like, what the fuck is going on here? So I liked it.
I think it did a very good job. One, I'm glad they started with it. I think it did a very good job of like setting the tone and drawing me into the movie. Two, I think it does a good job. Like, it helps. It's a divider and lets you know, like, okay, we're on to the next short film. It's a nice... I don't know. It kept me wanting to stick around.
It's a palate cleanser.
Yeah.
So to give you an example, people die in various ways. Like, one person, I think, like... combusts, right?
Yeah.
Like
Isn't that the kid?
It's the kids, yeah.
And you hear the soda crack open and it's a...
Because they bring him a second can and the guy brings it in. He's not even touching it. He has it on like...
The tongs.
Yeah. And then you hear it open and he explodes. There's people who like... The soda grows like tentacles and it jumps on their face and suffocates them. There's people vomiting blood. There's a lot of gore.
The other guy got like stung and all swollen. I don't know
Yeah.
what was happening to him.
Got like super bloated.
And then because he was the one who the lady tried to grab his hands because he was like, help me, the skin just fell off.
Yeah.
That was funny.
It's
like
very
that.
over the top, like practical effects, and just like the storyline is so outrageous. Yeah, it's.
But honestly, they were pretty smart here with the it's a VHS. I get that the quality was supposed to look very vintage, except for like a couple of the other ones. They were super high quality anyway. I think being able to do practical effects like that behind a VHS filter really...
This would execute... It reminded me...
It hid what it had to.
It reminded me a lot of Late Night with the Devil, which I thought had like...
Yeah.
Had interesting practical and even digital effects that like are passable because of the VHS filter. Like,
Yeah.
Because of the style.
At the very end of the movie, so like the last segment, they finally perfect the formula and they test it on a little girl and she becomes possessed. So then there's a commercial in the after credit scene. Did y'all miss that?
We missed
We
the
did. We
after
turned it off.
credits.
It's okay. It happens like they have the credits where they're doing like the short ones for all the different shorts, and then after that one they have it's an after credit or mid credit scene actually, and then they have the actual credits. Anyways, in the mid credit scene, it's a commercial for this soda,
Bruh.
where
The girl in it?
Yeah, the little girl. Yeah. She's like trick-or-treating or whatever, and she knocks on the door, and she's like perfectly normal, takes a drink of the soda, and then her eyes turn all white, and she gets possessed. This is where we find out that it's made with 100% ghosts. So that's why they all... Yeah.
Which makes sense, because every time they're like, hit the red button, there's like steam or like the ghost, I guess, getting sucked back up into the thing.
Yeah, like Ghostbusters with the vacuum cleaners or whatever. But yeah, I thought this was fun too. I like this segment. Or the through line, sorry. The first segment is called Coochie Coochie Coo. I don't like that word.
That's a little weird, right?
We know why they chose it.
This is actually the one that I think you would take out. Am I wrong in that? Because I don't think y'all had the same one in mind.
No, I didn't.
I think you're talking about the tomato guy.
No, I'm not. I'm talking about the one you liked.
Oh, really? You think I could have done without it?
This,
how was that even? Oh, it was Halloween.
are we starting? Am I going to spoil
Coochie Coochie, yeah, you can.
This was the one I would take out.
I didn't like this one because it made me feel so nasty.
It made me feel ugly too. That's why I liked it.
I mean, I guess, yeah, that should earn it points.
There's a couple nitpicks I have, but...
Which are?
Oh.
Is one of them the AI picture?
Bruh.
There was an AI picture?
Oh, okay.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, so let me I'll just go ahead and say this right now. Before we get into like what happens in there is a picture that is supposedly generated with AI, but from what I understand, I was listening to a Dead Meat podcast about this actually, is that like, and they heard it through the grapevine. So all of this is with a grain of salt, right? I don't know how true it is. It's alleged that they didn't know that it was AI generated when they picked the picture, and like a lot of places where you usually get your stock images, like Adobe Photoshop, they're just flooding it with AI images. Right?
So it's like a copyright-free image that they probably grabbed.
You know what's crazy too is, I know this is off topic really, but like Pinterest, same thing. Anything I'm opening on Pinterest at the bottom, it says AI modified.
And these are all like house ideas.
So Pinterest actually is, as far as I know, is the first and only social media where you can turn AI completely off, and they won't show you anything.
I need to do that. Okay, good. I didn't know that you could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I didn't even, what picture? The photograph on the table?
So when they, we'll get into the plot breakdown right now, but it's when they walk into the house at first, and there's the picture of the pregnant lady screaming on the mantle.
Oh.
Yes.
The photo.
It's in like the baby shower area.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
It's funny because there's a short later on. Were these all directed by the same person?
No, each of them have different people.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
That's what like the big thing about VHS is that every single segment has like their own cast.
So it's like a true
director.
Anthology. Like they all have their own.
With the exception of I don't remember if it's VHS Beyond or VHS 1994. One of them has two segments that are actually one segment. So like they're
just like separated.
Like, they're separated. I think one of them is like at the beginning of the movie and the other one's at the end, but they're the same thing.
There's a segment later on, the one that has the candy, that I was a little suspicious that it might be AI, but...
Well, I mean, this is Halloween. They all have candy.
True.
The candy bowl, you know that one.
Don't want the made-up candy. Yeah. I was suspicious about AI usage on that one, but...
Okay, well, what were you saying about this one, though? What were your nitpicks?
There was one, it did make me feel really uncomfortable, which was nice. I think it did a good job of setting the tone. One, I didn't like... I told Amanda this, and I don't know what it was specifically about this short. I didn't like how dark it was. I know it was intentional, but it felt kind of like it took me out of it, I guess, just because of how little I could see was actually happening.
Okay.
Two, this might be unpopular. The way they babyfied people, and I told Amanda this, I just wasn't a fan of the way it looked. I understand the point of it. It's very uncanny. And I don't know if it's in a combination with like the lighting or the way it was filmed. It just feels really, I don't know. Maybe that was the intent.
To me, it made sense. Yeah, to me, it made sense because she was making them look like baby dolls almost.
Right, like Cabbage Patch Kids.
Like, yeah, like your stereotypical.
Yeah. That might be it, honestly. Also, everything was just kind of, I don't know. Maybe how dirty everything was just made me uncomfortable.
Nasty.
Everything was very nasty.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just like... Maybe that's what it was. It just made me so, like, took me so out of the element that I don't know if I could do it again.
I also felt like this one was extremely long. But I think just being an anthology, right, like, it's a completely new concept every time, so it's going to feel longer.
Some of the later ones I think are longer, but it does feel, again, just for me, like, how it made me feel, I think it felt like it dragged. Also, I just don't know if I care. A lot of the visual stuff, like the practical effects in terms of, like, the lady or whatever looked good. I just don't know if I'm a fan of the plot in general. Like, I don't know if I really care for...
So speaking of which, what happens here is we have two teenage girls, and they decide to go trick-or-treating before one of them or both of them go off to college. And so it's the typical, aren't you too old to go trick-or-treating? It's like, shut up, old man, I'm gonna do what I want. You're never too old to go trick-or-treating. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Anyways, so they end up basically hitting up the entire neighborhood. They're in a park, and then this house seemingly like appears out of nowhere. And then they go inside, they go to the house, trick or treat. Okay, whatever. Nobody answers, and then like they start walking away, and then in the blackness of the house, right? There's like a basket.
Like
the arm comes out. Yeah. Coochie coochie coo.
Yeah. Gross. And so they go inside, and then while they're inside, of course, the house starts changing, right? And they get trapped in the house, and they're trying to run away from this figure that's called, I can't remember if it's Mother or Mommy. Both make me uncomfortable.
mother or mommy.
It's one of the two.
There's some creepy scares in here. Like, I know when they first realize that they can't open the door or the door is gone, like it shows a shot of the hallway, right? And you just see the fucking monster peeking from from the corner, and not only she's not like normal people height, she's like close to the
In that
ceiling.
picture, she's like all the way at the top of like the door frame.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That was a good shot too. Yeah.
And so they end up, kind of running around the house. There are some pretty gross things that happen in this one. So one of them is that they stumble upon a woman who's being force-fed breast milk.
This was.
Yeah, she's like wearing like a gas mask.
It makes me want to gag thinking about it. That was
My note on
nasty.
this is this shit is disgusting.
And they're force feeding it to her, and she's spitting it out. There's a door behind her, and then they
It probably
open it, and then this is where we see. Yeah, it probably does, because there's like spoiled milk all over the place, right?
Ugh.
They open the door, and this is where I think we get the first like full
The grand
body
entrance. She has like
Yeah.
the
All her
row fully open.
others. There's like 6 rows.
Because
of,
outside
like,
of the room
gills.
is where we saw like the milker or whatever that had
The
6.
milker, bro. Yeah, I had like 6 pumps on there.
Yeah,
I said,
they even
"Dang."
pointed out, right? They're like, "What the fuck is this?"
No, and it was nasty because anytime like the mom thing would move around, or like you could hear the milk gushing out.
She would leave a milk trail everywhere.
That's
with her-
what you were hearing.
Because when we
Yeah.
first see her footprints, one of the girls is like, "I'd like me a man with big feet."
Like, is there a daddy in here?
It's
Gross.
we also get like very early on. I think the very first thing that makes us realize it isn't like a haunted house. Also for them, is when the like. I don't know what words are banned or what isn't. It's like the baby fetus that falls out of the
Oh
basket.
yeah.
That was that was like
because it's like moving, bro. It falls out of the basket and it's like
that was kind of funny the way they zoomed in on that. It's just like, like a little alien thing.
yeah.
Oh,
It's like
man.
a T-Rex, from Jurassic Park. That's what it looked like.
But yeah, so that's pretty much like this segment is they're running away from mommy.
They don't make it out. They end up
don't.
stuck there.
Which is very
So.
typical for VHS segments, is that nobody
Yeah,
Good.
I'm starting to learn this now that I
I mean, it's a nice change, I think.
Yeah, and then like it feels more fitting, I guess, because they're short films as
Yeah.
opposed to like we're spending an hour and a half plus with these characters. It's only 20
yeah.
minutes.
One the dude baby is the guy who irked me the most. He's if I could cut him out, I would.
Well, the main girl, the one
You
that
didn't
got
like
them
when he
in the
was
house.
gnawing on the.
Oh, and at the end when like the one lady left is trying to survive, she like runs into the hallway and he's like on the stairs yelling.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, what?
What annoyed me most about this one, which I get it had to happen in order for this short film to happen, was just it was one of those like cliche annoying girl who's not listening or reading the goddamn room,
Mhm.
so
Yeah.
they end up in the first place. So that irked me emotionally, which I guess was good, right? Because they got that out of me.
Right.
But I mean, it was good.
I will say the ending. I feel like it had a good ending.
Yeah.
And I feel like it had a good shot.
Yeah, so basically what happens at the end is that they, just like Jordan is saying, that we have our quote-unquote final girl, and she's running around the house. The other girl that Amanda was talking about, the one who's like, it's fine, XYZ, she gets babyfied, where she basically
Yeah,
looks
she
like,
does.
like a Cabbage Patch Kid or
Yeah.
something like that. And then our final girl ends up like walking to the basement and seeing like this throne, right, or something like that. And then the other,
Because I
Yeah.
think she's sitting there
Minions.
with all the babies around her.
Like
With all the
singing,
other ones.
playing a music box or whatever.
something
Yeah.
like that, yeah. And then she goes and she just basically accepts her fate, and then we hear the coochie coochie coo, and then it's
Yeah. This is like a gate, essentially. Like, you have to make it through this one to get to the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
It's worth it, I promise. Just because of how, like, again, like how gross it is.
Yeah.
I find it interesting that they started it off, besides, like, the little clip in the beginning, with this. Because none of the other ones are, like, I guess, like, nasty in that kind of sense.
Yeah.
yeah. There's usually at least one that's pretty gross in the VHS.
It had me very, like, yeah, I don't know what the hell's about to happen in the next 4 of these.
Like I think in the second movie, there's a segment that takes place in Japan, and like some woman gives birth to like the Antichrist,
Bruh.
and yeah, and they're like running around this temple, and he just like looks at people and they explode, and like there's like guts everywhere, and yeah, it's pretty gross. The next segment is called, I apologize, I'm gonna try my best to pronounce this. It's in Spanish. Supra Sica Infarma. which I believe translates to as above, so below.
Yeah.
So with this one, basically what happens is that there's like two videos that are happening at the same time, and they get intercut with each other. So on one end, we have basically like a police interrogation, and they're interrogating some guy named Enric, and like telling him or asking him questions about what happened on Halloween night, right? And on the other side, we see what happened on Halloween night. So basically what happens is that they end up, him and a bunch of friends decided it'd be fun to go through a party in an abandoned medium's house.
In the seance room, specifically.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah. So they go through the house. They have to, not only is like the front door locked, they have to go through like a tunnel.
Yeah.
Maybe we shouldn't be going in there if it's that difficult. Like, hello?
They go through a tunnel, which ends up in like some kind of cellar, and then from there they get access to the house.
Yeah.
And then the seance room is like on the second floor, and then there's like a tower staircase that takes you that takes you up.
It's a long journey.
Yeah, and so, like I said, on one end we're seeing all the group of friends going up there. On the other end, we see the police officers going up there.
Which this clip does start with us already knowing what happened. Like we
get the crime
evidence
scene photos
in the
and
very
then
beginning.
the
The crime scene
interrogation
And then,
started.
yeah.
Which I did really like how it started. I thought it was very like intriguing, right? 'Cause
Yeah, it's an attention grabber.
Yes, they did good with that one.
So then, once they get into the seance room, they see that it's essentially like a wooden octagon.
It was just like an attic with like the way the walls are put
Yeah,
together and stuff.
it feels very like it's something that's outdoors.
Yeah.
Like it's
like
not
a clock tower. Like they're not really supposed to be in there.
Right. And so there's a pedestal that has a phone in the middle of the room, and on the wall is written "as above, so below"
In Spanish.
in Spanish. Right.
Pretty sure it's upside
the
down,
entire
too.
segment is in
Yeah,
Spanish.
it is.
And so the phone rings, and then it's like, "Don't pick it up. I'm gonna pick it up. Don't pick it up." That kind of stuff.
Oh, because the lady that took him there is like,
Well, the
it
phone-
wasn't there the first time I came here.
And then the phone rings after they read the "as above, so below" words on the wall.
Right, and it's immediately after.
Yeah, because then everybody turns around and they're like, "What the heck is that?" Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then Enric goes and answers the phone, and then I think this is when everybody like gravity reverses, right? And everyone goes to the ceiling.
I think when we see him pick up the phone in the flashbacks, I think we just see him like getting possessed.
Oh, he
and
starts
being a big
like
monster
seizing or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, and then it cuts back to now they're in real time. The police have him there. They're walking back up to the room because they're like, "Hey, you have to tell us what's going
Because
on."
that's when the
here."
detective or whatever his title is saying like, well, there's no way the phone would work. Like it's impossible.
Because it's not connected to anything.
Yeah. And then he repeats the words.
Yeah, he repeats the words. The phone starts ringing, and I don't think they pick it up here, or if they do, it's not Enric who picks it up.
Correct. It was one
It's
of
the lady.
Yeah, it was one of the investigators.
And he like warns them not to, right?
Yeah, because he's freaking out. First of all, he's freaking out when they're trying to
have to,
get him
like,
to
hold
go
him
into
back.
this room,
Yeah.
and then when they're there, they make him say the words on the wall. And so he says it, and then it starts ringing. After the police were like, "It's broken. It doesn't even work." Like essentially, they're trying to say that he's lying because obviously he was the only one that survived.
Right.
So they're trying to get it out of him. But yeah, then it rings. The officer lady, she answered it. She's like, "Oh, I don't hear anything."
Then it starts floating.
Yeah.
The phone starts floating.
Yeah. So and then they turn around, and Enric, he is getting like repossessed over
And
there
he
in the
spits
back.
out the eyeballs,
He
bro.
does.
Yeah, he spits
He
out
does.
his eyeballs. And then I think that's when gravity reverses, right?
Yes, and then
Yeah.
everybody starts going up.
we see Enric on regular real people gravity go through a door, and then when everything's reversed, he comes back into the room, the ceiling or whatever, through a door, and he's standing normally, and everybody's there like that, pinned down by gravity, and he starts eating their eyeballs.
Yeah, because one, I don't know, when everybody started flying, the actors were committed, bro. They were flailing. Two, he turns into like a Harry Potter character because he's like using hand gestures to move
Yeah.
stuff out of the way.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That was a little dumb, I will say. Yeah.
yeah. This segment, I didn't really like this one. I thought the movie could do without this.
I
one.
will say, I don't know. Overall, I enjoyed it. I feel like it was short enough.
I'm just biased. I like the As Above, So Below movie.
I think the thing for me is
Yeah.
also just like, again, that it was the only one in a foreign language. I
it
wish
was
they
a little
would've
weird because the
done-
only. Sorry, I keep cutting you off.
No, you're fine. I wish they would have committed to doing another one in a foreign language or just excluding it, I guess. I don't know.
I guess my bone to pick with this one is that the only Halloween aspect to it was the flashback of the kids going into the room in the first place, but that was really it. Like, all that was Halloween was that the crime was committed on Halloween.
It is the only
day.
one.
And then everything else is just
It is the
different.
least Halloween out of all of them. The rest of them are very... Besides the Diet Phantasma one.
But it's a Halloween soda. What do you
Right.
mean?
They had to rush it to get it out on Halloween.
Right. This is the least Halloween. Okay, you know what? Y'all made a point. Cut it.
Was there anything else y'all wanted to say about them?
No.
Okay. So the next segment is called Fun Sized.
Oh
Yes.
my god.
Yes.
And each of them, if I remember correctly, each of them has like a quote unquote comedic one, and this Fun Sized is this movie's comedic one.
Honestly, they're so smart for not putting this at the beginning because everybody would have fucking clicked out of this movie. Because what the heck was even
It feels
that?
like you mentioned that.
They also had really... I think they had really bad actors in this one.
But I
I
feel like
think
that
if they
was-
had people who acted better, maybe I would have liked it.
It feels
a little
intentional. I don't know. One, it felt like a YouTube video to me, which I feel like again is intentional just because of the quality. And like, they did the like weird fourth wall thing where like we're watching a found footage thing where they're filming a found footage thing, like how they had the cameras on their head.
Mm-hmm.
Also, you mentioned it. The pirate costume guy has like a commercial voice.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Like,
saying. I was like, I don't like this guy. He doesn't belong
it
here.
felt very like comedic, obviously, and not meant to be taken seriously at all.
It was more... It was performative. Like, they weren't... I don't think they were just
Right.
acting. You know what I mean? Do you know
That's what I'm saying. I feel like it was very... They were directed to act in the way they were acting. I will say, like, there's a point in which I thought it should have just cut off. And then it like doubled in length, and then it kept going. So, I mean, yeah, I found it enjoyable, but I do think it could have been like cut in half. I think a lot of it didn't have to be done.
So pretty much what happens in this one is we have two couples. One is a man and a woman. The other one is a man and a woman. And it's the same thing. You're too old to go trick-or-treating. I do what I want, right? And they find this house that has a bowl, and the bowl says, take one. And so when they're looking at it, they're looking through the different candy, and they're just like brands that nobody knows the names of.
Which
and,
they were hating on like corporations.
corporations, yeah.
I fuck with this.
And so I think like one of them gets dared or something to open up one of the candies.
And it's a ween.
Yeah, he opens it up and it looks like some dong.
Bro, and he's literally like, it even has veins. I was like, there's no way this is just candy. Like, there's no
And
way.
he bites it and he's like, oh, it's full of white liquid.
And then
Bro,
he's
it's
like,
like
there's a lot of... Yeah, and he literally said, there's a lot of layers. Like, and I was like, maybe spit it out? Like, I don't...
But how is it not tough is what I want to know.
Ew, like jerky?
I guess the chocolate melted down. Well, you know, we find out later.
But then they go to dig for more candy.
Yeah, he
and
decides
then,
to go for seconds.
Yeah, and then so a hand comes out from the middle of the bowl and grabs his arm. But we see underneath the table, it's completely open. It's just table legs.
Yeah, and so they start getting one by one sucked into the candy
Until
bowl.
I think the two girls like run away, or one of them gets away.
They
And then
run away.
the candy
Bro.
bowl comes flying at them.
That's when I thought it should have ended. We should have ended it there.
Yeah, you thought
Without
it was
knowing what
they
happened.
did do like a little bit of a pause, and then
Yeah.
they wake up in like this, I don't know,
Like, it
warehouse.
looks like a Mr. Beast video.
Honestly, yeah.
I'm telling you, Fortnite IRL.
So they end up in this Mr. Beast basement, and the movie becomes a cycle, or kind of the whole movie, but this segment becomes a cycle of just like Strangers 2. There's the killer, run away, find him.
The killer, which
all that kind of stuff. So the killer looks exactly like the fucking tomato guy from Fortnite.
You know, if you're watching via YouTube, you have to put it on there so they can see it. The little tomato
What's
guy.
crazy is the guy shows up and Amanda had a oh my god reaction, and then he sings like a little tune. I don't know. He's
It's
like,
fun size.
and he's
Literally like that.
Yeah,
I said, oh my
He has the
god.
Fortnite emote too.
and then we get fun size everywhere.
Yeah. So basically, what happens from here is that we learn that the candy that they were eating from the bowl is actually made out of previous victims. We see the guy who put the chocolate wiener in his mouth get put on a conveyor belt, and then his body gets ripped apart.
I did like the way
his balls, right?
I think they cut him individually.
Oh my God.
I do like the way they put TVs outside of the conveyor belt.
Yeah, so
like,
you can see what's happening.
I thought that was a good creative
I
choice.
did like the conveyor belt process. I thought that was pretty
Some
fun.
parts of it. That's what I'm saying. Not taking any of it very seriously. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
With the fun size sign in the back.
The whole time we were watching this, I was like, we have to film a podcast episode on this. Like, that's why I have to sit through
A lot
this
of these
movie.
get very over the top. Like, this is another one where, as it goes on, it just gets more and more outrageous. Because then there's a
Yeah.
point when he, like, the mascot's hand gets cut off.
And it's like
and
what, M&Ms or something.
There's another point where one of the girls, they find her and she has like this tube in her anus filled
Yes.
with candy, and then the candy goes shooting into her
Bro.
in her body, and her head explodes.
Literally just, like,
face
blows
is-
her face off. Or the rest of it's still there.
And then she walks herself onto the conveyor belt.
She's the same
over
lady
it.
where, like, right towards the end when they're about to escape, there's, like, the mascot has a sidekick. And that same lady's running, and the sidekick throws, like, candy
Like
on the
gumballs,
floor
right?
to
So she
trip
can trip on
her.
them.
I said, bro, what?
It was just, it was
Oh,
something
and then
else.
we get, so early on in the clip, we find out that, like, one of the girls doesn't want to marry her fiance.
Yeah.
So then at the very end, when they're trying to escape,
They go through a what is it, like a vent,
A vent,
right?
yeah.
And then it ends up
Escape.
being another conveyor belt.
he's like, I'm so sad I'm never going to get to marry you. So then he starts reading the vows, or, like, I don't know what they're called.
I forget what it's called too, but what the officiant would read.
Right. And she asks if, you know.
He's like, do you want to marry me or something like
Yeah.
that? And she's like, I do. And then
and then he starts getting cut.
she's like, not right. Like when you're
Yeah,
about
and
to
he gets
freaking
dragged away.
die.
And then we think she escapes. It does another, like, random, she just respawns in the middle of
Yeah, I thought the
nowhere.
same thing.
Just for the mascot to show back up. And then she gets ended. I don't know how. We just see, like, a POV
he
now.
like explodes her, or like smashes her head, I think.
Something like
I'm
that,
assuming
yeah.
that's what happens, yeah.
Yeah. And then not even kids are safe, because after that there's a little family that go and take more than one candy, and then the bowl comes after the kids, and then the segment ends.
Oh, this is one of the ones where,
Crazy.
like, when it cuts to the mom, I thought it just cut to a new short film. And then it
then
just
I was
kept
like,
going. Yeah.
surprise.
It went full circle, though. I respect it.
I guess. Yeah.
The
I actually really hated that one though.
All right, so every now and then, certain VHS segments will make it into like full-fledged movies.
Oh, wow.
They really need to make this one.
You think so?
It'd be
Oh
so stupid.
my God.
I want it straight to YouTube.
It'd be so bad.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, so off the top of my head, I think it's in VHS 2. There's a segment where it's basically like aliens, and they come and invade Earth, and there's like a sleepover going on at some river house, and all the kids fight off the aliens.
Bruh.
But like, just, it doesn't end well for them. That one ended up on as an actual movie that's called Kids vs. Aliens.
Bruh.
It's not good.
I mean, I didn't think so.
But for real, this next segment called Kid Print, I
This was
think
a good one.
this one
This
would
one
be
was actually
very
really good.
As a full length.
I feel like this
Actually, yes, I agree with that.
I feel like this was the most, like, serious of them.
Yeah,
Like, it didn't
and,
have
like-
really any over the top, like, unrealistic things, I guess.
Yeah, and since becoming a father, like this was like, oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah.
So.
Wait, you're a father? What? No, I'm kidding.
I know that was my thought right now. I was like, you're a dad?
So this one's called Kid Print, and basically what happens is we have this one guy, I can't remember his name, but he's essentially the main character
I
of
think
this
his name's
segment.
Tim.
Oh, I think you're right.
He's the owner of the place.
Yeah, like a video store where he like, you know how in mugshots where they'll have like
The lines for the
for the height. He'll film like kids with that thing behind them, and he'll ask them just like certain questions, right? And it's meant to be turned over to the police.
It was really weird at first.
Yeah.
Like, when he started, I'm like, what the hell is going on?
It's meant to be turned over to the police, so that way if the kid ever goes missing, they have like basic information about them.
It seems like in their town, it's like a thing. Like a bunch of people are going missing.
Yeah, and so like that's basically some serial killers been wreaking havoc on the town for the past month or something like that, and like they've had dozens of kids go missing. And so. Let me see. So after we get that introduction, the main character Tim basically goes around and introduces the quote-unquote audience to the different workers at the store. And the one that is important, his name is Bruce. And so then Dad leaves the office and goes home. As he's going home, on the radio, they're saying that it's like the 28th kid gone missing.
Yeah, the fact that he had it playing made us both think like, okay, yeah, he's the guy.
I thought it was him.
Like,
I was like, oh my gosh, is this
you know
him?
the way like in movies serial killers will like buy their own newspapers or whatever. Like,
or how it's like, I don't know if it's just a movie thing or if it's like a real life thing, but serial killers will go back to revisit their crime scenes.
A real life thing, but I don't know.
I don't know either. So basically, he gets home and he gets into like I want to say heated discussion, but I wouldn't say an argument either.
It's an uncomfortable conversation here.
Yeah, with his wife, where she's basically like, this town is small enough to where like the quote unquote trick or treating rate really just takes place in the pavilion.
They have like cops giving out candy, I guess, because of which. These cops were pushing mad propaganda, dude. Like, telling them everything was gonna be okay, and like, bro, come on.
And so the mom doesn't want the dad to take the two daughters there because of all the kids that have gone missing, and they've even had reports where moms or parents will just turn around for 5 seconds, and when they turn back, the kid is gone.
Crazy.
Yeah. And so he's like, we'll be fine. Completely ignoring her concerns, and he takes the kids to go trick-or-treating at this pavilion in the park, and we get shots that I as a parent, I don't know how comfortable I would be of having random people just film like
yeah, like my kid just there, like
yeah, exactly.
Because he even argues with the mom, like the mom of his children, because she's like, "Can you stop that?" And he mentions,
yeah, he's like, "No, I'm keeping the town safe," and he like zooms for some random person on a bleacher. Right? He's like, "What is that guy sitting on the bench for?" And she's like, "Yeah, he's kind of weird."
It's wild, bro. Also, sorry.
Go for it.
I feel like it's important to note we find out early on because one of the moms like pushing him to essentially like produce a video the same day that one
this
he left
before he leaves the office.
Yes, he left the office early to take his kids. And two, he usually has the weekends off. Mm-hmm. So,
and so one of the cops that's giving out candies basically asks Tim to go back to the video store and retrieve a one of the tapes from a specific kid.
Yeah, somebody like just went missing an hour ago.
Because he had just gone missing an hour ago. So he's like, "Oh, it's my day off, whatever." And he's like, "Oh, it's okay. I'll watch your kids. I'm a cop."
I know.
Actually, the girl that they're talking about that had just gone missing, we saw her in the opening of this short film.
Mm-hmm.
She's one of the ones that they're asking questions to.
Yeah. And so he's like, "Okay, fine." So then he goes to the video store.
We do get a quick cut. I don't know if it's on his way to the video store of this same girl in front of the height chart, but like bleeding or whatever.
She's bleeding from her forehead and she's crying.
This is when it like kind of starts to cut in and out from those before he actually gets like in the back of the store.
And so he gets to the office, he opens up the door, he walks inside, and he goes to where the video editor was like doing his thing, and there's like 4 TV screens. So I guess so they can edit more than one video at once or watch more than one video at once. I'm not too sure. But
almost like a surveillance setup kind
of. That's what it looks like.
Yeah. And each of them are playing different videos of different kids getting gutted.
Yeah.
Because it starts with them like in front of the height chart, and then it cuts to them being like
being gutted, their face skin being peeled off. Like it's crazy.
I don't know why, because like kids are always. I don't know if it's just because the way it's set, because like I mean, kids are killed in a lot of horror movies. Like it's just a thing. But for some reason, the way it was set up, I felt like there should be a trigger warning or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it was really gruesome.
I will say it didn't go in the direction I thought it was, but like, it's very gruesome and like I guess uncomfortable because I don't know.
Again, this might just be me misremembering, but I want to say killing kids is one of the things that VHS It just happens in the movies.
Yeah.
Also, though, I think what makes it a little more uncomfortable is the whole purpose of this business is to try to keep your kids safe. So then to see tapes like that in the back of this business,
Right, I think it's
that's
the way
why
it's
like,
set.
wait, what's going on
It's
here?
a very
Yeah.
realistic, like, watching somebody like Art or Michael Myers slash up kids, it's like, okay, that, you're kind of desensitized, but...
Yeah, and so he ends up walking deeper into the store. He can hear that there's a teenage girl, the one who went missing, that's in the back. And so he walks up to him, and lo and behold, it's Bruce, the editor. Oh, he attacks our boy Tim, takes him to his torture basement, where we see another kid who got his face cleanly, just freshly torn off.
Earlier in the video footage, we see, like, Bruce, like, ripping somebody's, like, back skin off. It's tough.
Which, mind you, though, Tim didn't know any of this was happening. Okay, he was confused
Yeah, he
when he
didn't.
walked in the store.
I don't know, the news at the end said, no.
And so Bruce takes him to the torture basement. He beats his knees in with the hammer so he can't leave. He takes the skin from the teenage boy's face and puts it on Tim's face.
Because the teenage boy comes back, right? He, like, pulls it off and he tries to put it on his face.
Tim's, like, trying to help. Essentially, they're both being held captive in the same place now. And
Yeah.
Tim, like, crawls to him to try to help.
But
And I
then
don't remember if he hits him with something or what happens.
the kid is like, "You're in on it too," and starts hitting him with
yeah,
the
he takes
hammer.
his face back.
And then and then Bruce brings the girl into the room, and she starts stabbing Tim with a screwdriver or something.
Oh, yeah, because
That made me sad.
He got sacrificed. Right?
And then the two teenagers are then like, "Okay, let's make a break for it," and they run into the hall, and we don't see what happens, but we can hear.
Oh,
Yeah.
and then we
Hear
also
what
cut to a
happens.
clip, like, I think while they're killing Tim, we cut to a clip of, like, Bruce in front of the camera by himself. Like,
Yeah.
basically interviewing himself. Like, it feels very rooted in, like, a childhood trauma or something. But
Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought, yeah,
definitely.
this guy's fucking crazy. Because he's wearing skin on his face. Like,
Yeah.
and then I think we just hear them get, like, killed or whatever. We don't know what
he's
happens.
laughing while Bruce is laughing while he does it.
And then it cuts.
It cuts
To the wife and the kids, right? Trying to run into the house or something.
yeah, to like basically a news
Okay,
segment.
showing the news, yeah.
Yeah, it's a news segment about this, and Bruce basically pins everything on Tim.
Like, right.
Yeah.
Like, we find out that this
They're
shop owner or
interviewing
whatever.
Bruce
Yeah.
about how the shop owner murdered
Hey.
his kid. Oh, can I say that?
I think so. I don't know. We're not monetized. That's what you tell me
There
all
you
the
go.
time.
Yeah.
Hey, Bruce.
Yeah.
Hear me out. What a smooth guy. He pulled
He
it off,
finessed
man.
the system, man.
It's what? Okay, what I am wondering though, like, was okay. So this company was started because of the kidnappings. So then, did Bruce get a job after the fact? Is that like a plot hole?
Well, maybe he had been doing it the whole time he was working. Because I don't think the electronics store opened because of that. Because they
But
sell
the
other
kids,
things there.
The kids, whatever thing.
Yeah,
started.
it might
Oh,
be.
yeah, I don't
In my
know.
mind, it was just a service that they offered.
Oh,
it was
okay, like an
'cause-
add-on thing.
Yeah,
But then it
because-
was more in demand after.
right. Because when at the very beginning, when we get the tour of the place, there's a bunch of electronics everywhere, right? There's a bunch of TVs, VCRs.
And it was
that
just
kind
like
of
a
stuff.
pawn shop, kind of.
Because it's also in, we're in the 90s, the 80s? I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
Also, I think it's funny at the very end, that boy Bruce pulled it off because they cut to, like, the female worker at the store, too. And she's like, yeah, that guy was always weird about Tim.
But then it ends with another clip of a kid in front of that wall, the white wall.
It does?
Yeah.
I
Right?
thought it did. I thought
Oh,
it did.
shit.
Yeah, it's like a little, essentially because Bruce is now the owner, because she's like, I'm going to continue kids,
He
whatever.
does, yeah.
It cuts to a little girl, and I'm assuming it's still happening.
The next victim.
Yeah.
But yeah, that one was crazy. I would love to see that one as a full length.
I think that could be really fleshed out well in a
Yeah.
full length.
To lighten the mood, the next one is called Home Haunt.
Not
Okay, this
Dr.
one was-
Mortis,
This one was
bruh.
like a little bit okay, like it like caught my attention a little bit, but then also didn't. I was
Yeah.
like half in and out of this one, so when y'all talk about it, that's gonna like tell me what was going on, because I wasn't really paying attention.
So basically, what we have with this one is that we have a dad. I don't remember his name, but his character name is, what is it, Dr. Mortis?
Yeah, I don't know. The son Igor. I mean, the son Zach keeps calling his dad, or in present time, like
Keith. He keeps calling
Keith by the first name. I said, bro, that's great.
So basically, it's the whole thing. Like the kid, at this point, he's in his late teens. I'm too cool to be doing this anymore. And it seems to be an annual thing where they build a haunted house and they invite the neighborhood and everybody.
Since he was like a
over.
kid, yeah.
Right. And it's supposed to be like this big, or I guess quote unquote big production, more of a fun thing, right, than anything really serious.
Yeah.
And so they go to the Keith and the son Zach are having like a bit of a argument or whatever, and then the mom basically says, "Let me go talk to Zach, see if I can calm him down." And so it's like, okay, cool, whatever. So she calms Zach down. He goes with Keith, and then they go to like an antique store to go shopping for props. And they end up in the back of the store where it's an employees only section. Mm-hmm. And he finds it's like a record that just is on the back of the
for AI art again. No,
I forget what it's called.
I didn't write down the name.
It said Halloween something. Like it looked like a cliche.
Yeah, it looked like a normal
Mash
thing.
kind of
Yeah, exactly. So Keith puts it in his satchel.
He just steals it.
Yeah, and then walks out. And then even Zach is like, "Bro, you're just stealing stuff now?" And he's like, "I left some extra cash on the counter. It'll be fine." So then it's basically opening night, right? We see a line of people outside of the haunted house.
This had my favorite interaction.
With the old guy?
Yes, because one of the girls is really scared. And this old guy, was his name Rick or Rich?
I don't remember.
It's spelled like Rich, but I don't know. But he leans in and tells the girl, "I wouldn't worry about it. It always looks like shit." And he's like, he's an old guy. He's just being a hater. I thought it was funny. Like the whole time, he's the doubter of the group.
Yeah. The buzzkill.
Yeah.
And so they let everybody into the haunted house, and they have like basically this room that's kind of like the haunted mansion room, right, where they give you the whole like spiel of everything.
The pre-show.
Yeah, the pre-show, and they start playing this record, and it plays some kind of like speech, and then everything in the room starts to move around on its own, and you can tell that both Zach and Keith are like, "Oh, this isn't supposed to happen."
Right?
Yeah.
She's like, "Hello."
Yeah, and then the record player combusts and catches on fire, and so it's like, "Okay, everybody go to the next room."
Oh, it like opens the door.
Yeah,
and at this point, that Rick is still like hating, essentially, like it's the same shit every year. Like throwing a fit about it.
And so they end up into the next room where it's a graveyard, and they have your classic like
the sheet ghost.
Yeah, the sheet ghost.
I
like
love
Charlie
that they
Brown
did
ass
this.
fucking sheet ghost.
Because even I love that they did this. I thought it was well done, especially because it's like a DIY haunted house. I'm glad they kept that.
And so your boy Rick or Rich or whatever is like dogging on the different decorations, right? And he's like, "Oh, get a load of this bull crap," or whatever. And then the sheet goes over him, and then it starts like eating him, and then his
like
guts,
squeeze, yeah.
His guts shoot out of the eye and the mouth hole.
Oh gosh,
it's crazy over the top, because then all of these other ghosts start coming around and just picking up the different people. It's funny.
I would watch this 100 times before I watch Strangers Chapter 2.
Oh, that's so funny. So these people start dying left and right, and then they end up going into like this catacomb tomb thing, and then zombies start coming out of their graves, and they like rip this one guy apart.
Yeah, they're like, we're getting a POV of the camera, like essentially like running frantically. Like it's hard for us to keep up because he gave the camera to the son to record.
Because they wanted evidence of what people...
And I don't remember the name, but specifically on the vinyl they bought, it said like it opens up hell or whatever. So...
And he was saying that in his speech too.
Yeah.
He was like, "Listen to our song, we're gonna open up the gates of hell," and then sure enough that's when it combusted. I was like, bro. I just remember them running and stuff, and then them ending up in a torture room. After that, I don't...
Yeah, that was the next part. So after the catacomb, they end up in the torture room. And in the torture room, there's the executioner, and...
We get an axe chop, bro.
Yeah.
I liked it. I can't lie. Of the head, like, straight in half. Also, I don't know if it's this room or the next one where, like, somebody's eating somebody else's fingers. Or, like,
I think that's the next one.
Because then they go to save the person and the wrist just, like, comes off. Yeah. You weren't watching this part?
No.
I'm pretty sure it's the next one. So they kill the executioner, they axe him, and then they keep running, and then there's like...
it's the little girl that goes ahead.
It's a cottage bridge at the far end of the room, and it's this witch, and so they go in, and it's the little girl, and she's in the cauldron being melted.
Mm-hmm.
Bro,
And the witch like eats her fingers, and then they go to try to get the little girl from the cauldron,
And
and
she's
they,
all melted.
yeah, and her wrist just like rips off. Yeah.
And then they get the witch and they shove her head in the cauldron, and then they run away. But then they turn around and the witch is perfectly normal. And so they finally make it to the exit, and she's coming out of. She gets on her broom, and she shoots out of the exit door,
Yes.
and she grabs the camera, and now it's her POV, and she's like cutting the heads off of people and stuff.
Bro, it's like-
my god.
This is like Halloween Town. Anybody ever? Like rated R Halloween.
And then I think after that she like goes off into the sky, and then the camera falls. And the way that this the entrance to the haunted house looks like, it looked like the cover for one of the Goosebump books. I think it's like the Haunted Amusement Park one or whatever, where it's like the little goblin looking over the gate. Well, it's essentially the same thing, but then when the camera falls, it's facing the entrance, and we see the hand
It starts
and the
to move.
Yeah, the hand of the giant thing starts to move, and then it ends.
Dang.
It ends as a nice little bit of black, and then the credits roll.
Yeah.
The end.
The end. That was the anthology.
This was actually fun. I'm gonna stick with the 7. I think it was pretty fun.
Oh man. But yeah, that's VHS Halloween. Job, anything else y'all wanted to add?
I'm so sorry I keep yawning. Oh my gosh. No, but I thought it was good. I mean, again, there were still some, like, the mom with her milkers, like, that was nasty.
With her mommy milkers.
Yeah, I didn't. But okay. So my complaints with that, I think, is what made it a good movie, right? It made me feel disgusting. So I think they got their point across. I think that's what it was supposed to do. But the last one I was really uninterested in. So I feel like it just, as somebody who doesn't frequent watching anthologies, it kind of might. Obviously, when you watch a movie, you're expecting that to be the entire thing, right? So if you're interested in it, you're going to go in for that. But if it's like a mix of whatever, then some they're going to get you, some you're not really going to like. So I do appreciate the order in which they were put together, because I do think it was a good pace of stuff.
I will say, I'll let
No,
you.
you're good.
Speaking on pace, overall I think it was packaged well. Like, I think they all did good. It is interesting looking back on it that the mommy one and then the foreign one are the first 2 full-length ones, and then the rest, like, yes, the child kidnapping one isn't like lighthearted or a joke, but I feel like it's still a little over the top. So, like, to me, the front half is very like, okay, the mommy one's kind of serious, or like you really have to be focused. The foreign one, you're reading subtitles the whole time. And then the last 3 are the fun size one, the kidnapping one, and then this one that are like, I feel like they feel very like lighthearted or whimsical. So I don't know. If it was up to me, I would cut the first 2 out and just let it be like an hour-long movie with the Diet Phantasma in between the.
I did like that the last 2 were, and even so the one with the mom, that was also very like, it happened on Halloween Day. We're watching all the footage from Halloween Day. But since it's VHS Halloween, I think the last 2 really fit that the most. Which were, well, I guess not the last 2. Fun Size fit that the most, and the Haunted House one.
Yeah.
I think those really stuck to the theme of the movie. The other ones, I mean, they were good, but
Yeah, overall, for an anthology, I think it uses the 2 hours very well.
But yeah, so that was VHS Halloween. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all the algorithm stuff. We'd really appreciate it. The next movie is going to be Adam's pick, and Adam wanted us to let y'all know that that we're gonna watch Peter Pan Never Something
I
Land.
think it's Neverland Nightmare or something.
Yeah,
I don't
Peter
know.
Pan
the recent
Neverland
one that came
Nightmare.
out?
Yeah, it's streaming on
my
Peacock
gosh.
now, and so hopefully this isn't like Blood and Honey 2,
It's gonna be.
where we dislike the video so much we just scrapped
the
it.
episode was just scrapped on. Canned. It was canned.
It was.
We'll just film Black Phone as a backup episode. That way we'll see which one gets to come out.
We're gonna watch the other 7 VHS movies.
They're all in Shudder.
Oh god.
But yeah, so until then, I hope y'all have a good day.